the depths of your soul. I see your tenderness,
Good
your
evening
lovely,
and
your
welcome
sweetness,
to
my
Mr.
darling.
Life right here
I
at
see
Intellectual
you.
Radio with Zemrah and Ed.
Hey,
How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing great, baby. Great.
This April, we're just about running out of this month. I mean, this month is going by fast. I cannot believe
Like lightning.
that Friday is the 1st of May.
Just that quick. April just got started.
Right. But April, what was significant about it, April has been Jazz Month.
Ah, yes.
Jazz. And you know, I'm a jazz girl. You're jazz and blues. So we wanted to talk a little bit about jazz today.
Yes.
One of my favorite genres of music. I just love it. Like I always say, jazz tells a story.
Mhm.
Blues tells a story.
A story without words.
Right. No, with words. You know, jazz,
Just
you're telling a
the music
story.
talks for itself.
Well, yeah. Now you do have some instrumentals that are just wonderful, and the
Superb.
song you were just hearing was a song that Pam wrote the lyrics. "I See You" from my "Love Is Possible" CD, and I wrote the music for it. And then I have another one of my favorites that's going to be coming up that is absolutely phenomenal. That I'm sure you will love. Another one of my originals, "Sax Man."
That
And
one,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's when you talk about the sax. I always say the sax is my favorite instrument.
That tune never got out for some reason.
I mean it's been played, but I think a lot of my originals that we are going to really start pushing, they have not been.
We need to reintroduce those tunes.
We have to do that because Sax Man is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it really is. This guy that I used to work with, and that's terrible. I can't even think of his name now. Kenny, I think it was Kenny, wrote the lyrics. And again, I wrote the music. So I'm just really kind of smitten by that. And we really need to get our originals out because I got "Sweet as Your Kiss" that we had that people love.
Yeah, because
But
Saxon is one of my favorites.
yeah, Sax Man. But I said "Sweet as Your Kiss." I wrote that for you. I wrote the lyrics and the music for that.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
jazz.
And we're going to talk a little bit about
This is the year.
the origination of jazz and how it came about, and
We're gonna do
all that good
the history
stuff.
of jazz.
Huh?
Do the history of jazz.
Yeah, the history of jazz. We're going to talk a little bit about Black history and jazz music in America. And first of all, I want to say that jazz and blues originated in African American communities in the southern United States, with blues emerging from the Mississippi Delta and jazz developing in where?
New Orleans.
Hey.
My hometown.
That's right. Blues origins. Blues music emerged in the late 19th century among African American communities in the Mississippi Delta. It drew from spirituals, work songs, field hollers, folk traditions, serving as a musical expression of the hardships, emotional struggles, and the resilience of African Americans after the Civil War. Characterized by blue notes, call and response patterns, and narrative storytelling. Now that's when we talk about storytelling
Right.
in jazz and in blues. Blues became both a personal and communal form of expression. Early blues styles included Delta blues, which was rural and raw, and later urban blues, which evolved as African Americans migrated northward. You know, we are just some kind of people, aren't we?
I think we recreated everything.
It looks like we did.
I think
When
so.
anything that really means something and something of substance, we the people.
No, we saying the blues because we had the blues.
You're right. That's right. That's right. And we always say, them this God shall good. Them this not shall lose.
That's right.
Jazz origins. Jazz developed in the early 20th century. And where?
New Orleans.
New
Where
Orleans,
else?
Louisiana, cultural crossroads where African rhythms, European harmonies, Caribbean beats, and brass band traditions conveyed. Jazz incorporated elements of blues, ragtime, and gospel. You know, we the gospel people, emphasizing improvisation, syncopation, swing, and ensemble interplay. Now that's kind of intertwining and all of that. Unlike blues, which often focused on individual expression, jazz highlighted collective improvisation, allowing musicians to spontaneously recombine chords, rhythms, and melodies. Early jazz pioneers like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Buddy Bolden helped shape the genre and popularize it nationally and internationally. I can see that because Duke Ellington, that was the man, and
He was
Louis
all over the
Armstrong
world.
and
He was
Louis
all over the
Armstrong,
world,
all over.
especially in Europe.
Yes. And then cultural and historical context. Both genres reflect the African American experience, including the legacy of slavery. That's where a lot of that blues and jazz, social struggles, and again, cultural resilience. The Great Migration played a key role in spreading blues and jazz to the urban centers like Chicago and New York, where new styles such as swing, bebop, and rhythm and blues emerged. These musical forms not only influenced each other, but also laid the foundation for many modern American music genres, including rock, hip hop, and R&B.
In other words, all other music came out of the music that we made.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So jazz, I mean, it's the elements of music in the blues. Again, it evolved around the slavery and around the all of the type of struggles and all that we went through.
Rosa, we're the only people that can take struggle and negativity and turn it into a weapon for, for, for the benefit of ourselves. We're the only people that can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're something. We are truly, we're phenomenal. We really are. So blues genre began in Mississippi Delta region in the late 1800s, drawing again from African American spirituals, the work songs and folk songs, which I've already said. But the relationship between blues and jazz, while blues lays the groundwork for jazz, the two genres are deeply interconnected. Jazz musicians often incorporate blues elements into their music, and the emotional depths of blues influences the improvisational style of jazz. The transition from blues to jazz reflects a broader cultural evolution in African American music, showcasing again the resilience and creativity of our community.
So I guess that what they're saying is that everything is connected.
Yeah.
One music leads to another. All other music is born out of
Jazz and gospel.
jazz and gospel.
Yeah, that's what we said. In summary, blues came first, serving as a foundational genre that significantly influenced the development of jazz.
We had the blues first.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how would you describe that sentence? That in summary, blues came first, serving as a foundational genre for significantly influencing the development of jazz.
That's one of the ways we got through the pain of our condition, was to sing about it, which is what help you to survive. We knew that
when they was picking that cotton and everything, just
we knew
they
that
was singing.
We may not be on top of the world ever, but we had to survive. We could not survive because we knew that our salvation was in the future. He said, suffering might last for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So we were always waiting for the morning to come, and we kept it in our mind and in our hearts that we know things were going to be better. We knew it was going to be better because that's what we were promised.
Yeah, we weren't taking no wooden nickels on that
No,
one.
we knew.
Yeah, and that's what was so good about that. So Ed, I want you to you got your glasses? We're
Oh,
gonna do this. Have you to read some of this.
and you talk somebody who's losing his voice, and you want me to read something.
You can do it,
Okay.
and you're not losing your voice. You always say nope,
Nope.
nope.
It's not that. It's getting better every day.
That's right. So that'll help you speak out more and
Okay.
express.
It was the Black History and Jazz Music in America. It's a story. On this date, we focus on jazz music in America and in the Black culture role in creating and influencing its existence. Jazz is an American musical form, often improvisational, developed by Blacks and influenced by European harmonic structure and African rhythmic in, interactices. It is usually characterized by its use of blues and speech intonations, although it's not known precisely when jazz emerged. They don't know when jazz emerged. We know. It
Yeah,
emerged right down in New Orleans.
yeah.
Ask Louis Armstrong. Yes.
And you know Louis Armstrong. Okay, and then they talk about the plantation. So although it is not known precisely when jazz emerged,
There were plantations brass bands as early as 1835. Was that a washboard and some
that's it.
spoons?
That's amazing.
And minstrel troops who were touring by the 1840s. Ragtime signified music that took its formal structure from the march, developed in the 1880s, and are thought of as a forerunner of jazz. Composed piano rag music by Scott Joplin and others developed wide popularity at the close of the 19th century. The stride, the style of pianists such as James P. Johnson and Fats Waller, soon followed as the East Coast developed of ragtime, the earliest jazz band style.
Now, whose music flowed from smoothly than ragtime? Jazz at this time included improvised solos, which in the playing of Louis Armstrong, which you knew he played the trumpet, and others led to the development of the Chicago style in the late 1920s. Larger ensembles started up, often using written orchestration. The style of jazz known as swing was followed by groups led by Fletcher Henderson, with scores by Don Redman, Paul Whiteman, with Vic Belterbeck, Chick Webb, Jimmy Lunford, and Benny Moten. A regular rhythm and the contrasting sounds of the band sections characterized swing. Swing culminated in the music of groups led by Count Basie, Benny Goodman, Artie Shaw, and the Dorsey brothers. Through the activities of such men as Art Tatum, which was on piano, Roy Eldridge, trumpet, and Lester Young, he was a tenor sax. Solo improvisation grew in influence during the period. Add to this insertion of voice in particular, and then that's when we come with Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, generally considered the greatest singers in the history of jazz, and they still say that. One of the most essential late swing musicians was, like we said, Duke Ellington, who, like Morton, shaped his musicians, improvisations on
improvisation.
his original themes into strongly colored, finely balanced compositions. The tradition of composing continued through later phases of jazz and the work of John Lewis.
John Lewis stopped you.
George
You
Russell.
think about the other John Lewis.
No, I'm not. But you know, John Lewis did sing.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah. Bebop or bop was the first important post-war style. Now that's interesting. The bebop or bop was the first important post-war style. Its principal developers were Charlie Parker, alto sax, and John Burks, Dizzy Gillespie, trumpet, and
Are there any classes going around to teach younger people
oh
about
yeah,
jazz?
yeah. They
Because
are.
jazz seems like it's a lost art.
You got Cannonball Adderley, rose from Lester Young's music and developed partially as a reaction against bebop. Now that's interesting. Where
So bebop was their hip hop,
yeah, and there was a partially a reaction against it.
right? Like it is
And I
today.
wonder why.
Because it's like hip hop today.
And the
And
message that it brings,
like you
or
and you and I don't listen to hip hop.
yeah,
Bebop, well, some of it's good,
yeah.
but ordinarily, generally, you and I, older people, don't listen to hip hop.
But you got a lot of young people that do, just like with house music.
It's the
You got
same
some
way.
older people like house, like Emmanuel
Right.
Senior. He loves house music.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, but other post bop developments include the music of Lenny Strantano, who was piano and modern jazz quartet, Gil Evans, Miles Davis, trumpet, of course. You know, Miles Davis was everything, and others. Less formal style of group interaction was evident in such bands as those of Horace Silver and Art Blakely, together with a stronger emphasis on the blues and styles within jazz, rock as well. Notably, former um, Miles Davis associates pianist and composer Herbie Hancock. Now we're coming into the
Yeah.
more, you know,
But
current.
current for us.
Yeah.
For younger people, don't know who that is either.
Yeah. Now, this style gained one of the largest jazz audience since the swing era ended in the mid 1940s. I wonder when they said the swing era, and we still swing.
Nah, we don't call it swing, we call it stepping.
No, they still call it swing, baby. When you doing when I'm singing a
Musically,
song,
musically, they call it swing.
yeah.
It's
But
not.
they said that with the swing era, big bands, those jazz rock groups, presently the least um, that tend to enjoy the most acclaim. The style was also known as crossover because music sales crossed from the jazz market to the popular music market. Jazz rock provided a new musical vocabulary stemming in part from that offered by John Coltrane.
And then we cross over from jazz to rhythm and blues.
Mm-hmm.
That was our
Yeah,
crossover music.
yeah. And then sometimes from modern concert music and rock. So to this day, jazz remains ever evolving with traditional, firmly established by composers, singers, and players who understand its history while embracing jazz's base of continuous evolution. Some of those carrying the torch are Wynton Marsalis, Roy Hartgrove, Trenton Blanchard, Marcus Roberts, Bobby McFerrin, and then others. That's why the culture of jazz will never play out.
So what can we do to kind of bring jazz
That's
back?
what Pam and I was talking about because it's amazing how you'll be surprised how many people um, they like jazz, but they're not as intertwined with it, or they're not as into it. Like say in our gang, for example, I think now Chaz likes all music, but I think that basically, they enjoy the sound and all, but as far as being real jazz lovers, I think it's you and I
Well, you don't
and
have the,
Pam.
we don't have the venues that we had back in the day
No, we don't.
to even listen to it or enjoy it or to
Right.
experience it.
Because 95.5, that was the station. So now that what you listen to is, what is that you listen to that does have the jazz?
Well, they say it's the jazz station, but to me it's not.
Yeah, it is, Ed.
It's supposed to be.
Why do you say that it's
because
not?
it doesn't play primarily or exclusively jazz music. It plays sometimes.
Get out. I thought it played most of the time.
No, not really. It's not jazz. It's something akin to jazz. Some of the players are jazz, and sometimes they play some of the older original jazz tunes. But mostly, it's a mixture of European and jazz music.
Now, who you've loved jazz for forever. Who are some of your favorite jazz vocalists? You would say.
Wynton Marsalis.
Now, why do you say Wynton Marsalis?
Miles Davis, because he did things with tunes that nobody else could do.
And young too, right?
Just like Louis Armstrong. He brought a whole different kind of mixture of tunes and chords that nobody else could do. He could change the whole rhythm of a song.
You could almost do that with your voice now, Louis Armstrong.
Okay. I'm just hanging in there trying to keep my voice together. No, well, hello, darling.
Give us a little more of that.
I can, but it's all I can do. But
Yeah.
this is not my normal voice. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
But that's what was so powerful about him.
I used
something.
to try to imitate Louis
Okay.
Armstrong.
Okay, so let's have a little bit of that.
Wait a minute.
This is Jazz Month. Come on.
Okay. If I choke, don't say nothing.
You're not going to choke.
Well, hello, darling. Well, hello, darling. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. I'm close, honey. Close.
Yeah.
Yay.
That was pretty darn good, brother.
Now I can't talk.
Yeah. So Louis Armstrong was one of your favorites. And I know my parents loved Duke Ellington. And then like well, I was young coming up with jazz. That's why I always loved it, because again, it told a story, and that was what was in our household. Like with Bobby, my oldest brother. I mean, I'm 8 years old knowing Sarah Vaughan, Late Show, and all of those kind of tunes, and that young.
But Nancy Female was my favorite.
Who?
Nancy.
Well, Nancy, that's my baby right there.
When I got that album, saw that picture of Nancy, I was like, oh, I'll marry her one day.
Oh, really? Well, look, you did marry her. Because that's my girl right there, boy.
I got close enough.
That's it. Because ain't nobody, I mean, Nancy, and that's why I say, a lot of times, I love ballads, and you know that, because I just say I'm just a female balladeer. Right. Fast and upbeat is cool, and you do your swings, but when you can do those ballads, lay back, and like Johnny Hartman,
right.
I don't hear him doing anything really fast. It's always like mellow, like Stella. It's not his style. Nat King Cole, he did some swings and all, but basically Nat was just smooth as silk. And to me, what would put you more in lovemaking and all of that with that kind of environment and atmosphere is the mellow sounds of jazz.
It's something you can listen to without having to sing to it or have a story act out. You can create your own storyline. You can create your own words.
Yeah.
You can create your own mood.
Yeah.
All you need is the background music.
That's it.
And jazz will do it for you.
I'm saying. And like we always say, we love all music. But what happened, baby? Oh.
So
But
Louis got me.
yeah, but when you really, when you really think about it, um, jazz and blues, but jazz just, I don't know, I can't,
It's hard to describe it because
the
it's
feeling
hard to
that you have.
it's hard to describe a rhythm or vibration or frequency. It's hard to
Yes.
describe a frequency that has the effect that it has on your subconscious mind, your mind. That's why you play it all day in the house
Yeah.
because you can work by it, you can sing by it,
Oh my
you can
God.
think by it, you
Yes.
can meditate by it,
Yeah.
you can relax.
And it
by
really
it.
don't have to, and like you said earlier, you really don't have to have the lyrics always with that.
You can make up your own lyric,
Yeah.
your own mood.
Yeah.
Depends on how you feel.
But I'm saying, like, when you get your
It-
awesome,
it's-
I tell you another jazz phenomenal that I love is Kurt Eatland. When I
Kurt's
opened
good.
up for him,
Right.
that was such a joy when I opened up for him and Hermene's Gala.
Right.
Oh, that was just, and he loved the band. That's when I had
He's a
Pierre on
jazz
keyboards. Yes, that we had Corey Wilkes on trumpet. Corey Wilkes is just phenomenal anyway. But wow, yeah, jazz is just you just can't it's hard to really say the feeling that you get when you
I wish we
are
could
listening
create
to.
those venues where you could go out highly because jazz is our sophisticated music.
Yeah.
It's a highly evolved people music
Yes.
that you can discern certain notes and tunes and frequencies from the music itself that tells a story about a whole people without saying a word.
Yeah.
So it's
And I'll tell you somebody else that I really love, when they sing and they can really, I mean, really, really blow some jazz is Natalie Cole.
Natalie.
When she would, I mean, when she started doing her little, her upbeat pink Cadillac and all that, but when she did the very thought of you, and
Ooh.
oh my God, and then not come Sunday, but because that's Pam's favorite song.
That's that candlelight music.
I didn't went, yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, really.
put you in
And
the
I tell you
mood.
some, who is that? That I also, I'm trying to think of her name right quick, that really does jazz really good is, oh man, I can't even think of her name now.
Which one? So many.
She plays, she does, she did that, did the, she does a lot, she does that detective story. And she,
TV.
yeah, and she's no joke either when and she does rap too.
Well,
But jazz, when she does jazz, she is just absolutely phenomenal. And I can't think of her name right now. I kind of went blank on that. But you'll be surprised how many people that I think Alicia Keys has even did put a little jazz into some of her songs that she's done. And if not,
she should.
Yeah, I
Because
can.
jazz puts you into a whole different mood.
Yeah.
It's a whole different style of singing, and not everybody can do it.
No.
But it's so mellow.
Mellow like Stella.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
So
we're going
I wish
to.
that was the venue that younger people and everyday people can just sit because it slows you down. The rhythm of life, it slows you down so you can think.
Right.
It slows you down so you can, kind of visualize your past and future.
Yeah.
It just puts you in a different kind of mood, and that's what sound was meant for.
Yeah.
Frequency throughout the universe is to create a mood, because sound creates, color creates, vibrations create. So every time you hear sound, it puts you in a different kind of mood.
Because when you hear that, I'm telling you, when you hear a sax or a trumpet,
it's like I said, it's close to the human voice.
Yes.
You can feel it pray.
So right about now, what we're going to do is we're going to play my original song, Sax Man.
Oh, Sax Man, come in.
Yeah.
hear the sax man coming. I hear the sax man blowing, blowing all over this town. Blow, blow. Yeah. Listen to the sax man. Hear what he plays. Listen to the sax man. Just take you away. Listen to the sax man blowing. Blow, 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 blow. Ooh, have mercy. I hear the sax man coming. I hear the sax man blowing. Blah, 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 blah. All over this town. Come on now. Saxman comes just once in a while. Saxman turns this town upside down. Listen to the sax man play. Cause sax man plays all over this town. Sax man turns the town.
We talking about sax man. We got to get that song going again, because we really haven't pushed it like that. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a sax.
Jazz does put the smooth in it.
It does. You can just lay back and just no. It makes you cool. It makes you relaxed. And sax man, Leroy Edward produced my first CD. Hey, Leroy, if you out there anywhere. And that was my guy too. Leroy was, Sonabella introduced me to him, and he was wonderful to work with. I really, really loved him. And again, I took those lyrics that the brother wrote and put that music to it. And Leroy handled it. His musicians that he pulled together for that CD, that's Irresistible Zemrah. That was my first, and I think that came out in like 2010, because 2011 is when I had my first Here's the Life concert. Yeah, and Panther, when he was working on my when he was working on my website. When he worked on my website, he heard that, and he made that as a bonus track on my website.
Oh,
And he just picked up his sax.
so cool.
And over the phone, he was just playing it. And I mean, he was wearing that song out.
Oh,
So I said, we might have to revisit that song
I think
and
so.
put Panther on it
Yeah, I
because
think
he was playing it just from listening to it. And he started playing them chords and he was smooth with it.
yeah, we do that again.
Yeah, because it's a song that
A new oldie.
gives tribute to those that play a sax.
Right.
Yeah. So we got some great things coming up uh, that we're looking forward to. Again, with jazz, I say that my ninth Here's the Life concert is coming up October 17th. You need to put that on your calendars because we're doing some different things, but some wonderful things coming up with this concert, and we're just so excited because it is always a night of love. It's going to really be a night of love and jazz, and I want to emphasize that I'm so excited about it being our ninth year.
Right.
I mean, and next year, oh my God, the 10th is just going to be
It's gonna be over the top.
it's going to be more than over the top. You just we're working on it right now. Even our along with our ninth year, we are working on the 10th year. And that's why we always say, age ain't nothing but a number. You might have your little aches here and your little pains here, but one thing about it, you have to just keep it moving, and that
Keep
is
it
what we
moving.
truly try to
Keep
do.
it moving.
Yeah, because that is the blessing when you can wake up every morning and
Breathe.
and breathe, and you just thank God that you woke up this morning, and you're able to make things happen, and mainly make the things happen that are meaningful to you and serve you well. And that's what is such the beauty about that. And then again, um, Jay, I had this Brenda Phillips, who is so wonderful. And I know a lot of the musicians and vocalists love her. And I got to give her a shout out because she is a lady that Sasha introduced me to, Sasha
Oh,
Dalton, and who, by the way, we just adore. But she introduced us, and Brenda is so wonderful about supporting vocalists and musicians and getting their music out and getting their shows out, whatever they're doing. And she sent me, she called me, and I missed the call because we were meeting yesterday with Wilda. And but then I got the message that she had left me, and she was talking about Zemrah. She said, "I'm in the car listening to your Love Is Possible CD. You got to get your CD to me. Oh, you get me one, get me two." And I just really and truly love that because and appreciate her because that's what she does for us. Whenever I have a show, she's there. Whenever I have a show, she sends out my flyers for me. And if she gets a hold of a flyer, you can rest assured she's going to send it out. And I just want to give her a shout out and let her know I really love and appreciate that because that's saying that she enjoyed my
She's
CD.
a true advocate.
Yeah. And when I get people that do, you know, love my music and give me a shout out because I'm getting ready. I'm really getting ready to do some couple other things, but on wax that I want to do. But there we have two or three or four pieces that we really need to absolutely push,
Exactly.
and that's what I really want. But Sax Man was on my very first CD, but it has not been pushed like that. So I really and truly want to make sure that that song is is seen and I mean and heard, just like you are. I keep saying, you got weddings coming up. Pam laid those lyrics out on You Are. And again, it's a smooth jazz piece that just puts you in the mood and, gives you what you need. So this month, again, is the ending of Jazz Month. It's the ending. All of April has been jazz,
Oh,
So, and tomorrow I mean, you got a couple of more days, and then but
Who?
jazz is every
Well, yeah,
day.
but
If
who?
you
Yeah, I was gonna
love
say
the music of
who says
jazz,
it has to end?
well, it doesn't have to end.
Oh,
That's when it's recognized, though, and they're having all kind. They've had all kind of jazz shows and
mm,
galas and everything um, regarding music and regarding the everything of jazz.
or origination of jazz,
Right. So
which
it
is good.
you want to catch. They got some other jazz musicians and all doing some things. So go and Google some of the jazz shows that are. I think they got something at the Jazz Showcase
Always.
and it's yeah. But I'm saying, but they got something special again for this month. They've had quite a bit. Corey Wilkes, I think, was somewhere. Our guys, Dexter and Tyrone and them, they're going to be at the Polo Inn on this Thursday because we're going to go and
Mm,
check them out. So everybody is really they I think Sonabella has been doing uh, some talks on. She had a guy
yeah.
on can't think of his name now and I
The
apologize
Bronzeville
on
Divas.
Friday
Bronzeville
and
Divas.
on her podcast for this past Friday, which was just absolutely wonderful. So people that love jazz and understand the tradition and the behind the scenes of jazz, and that understand that and that love jazz, I should
Mm,
say, then it's been a wonderful month. It's been a wonderful month for
it'll be a
them.
wonderful year.
Yeah. Well, we saying a wonderful year, but I'm talking about as far as we talking about the jazz month of April. And if you understand the history, and I hope that we shared a little history on jazz for you, because a lot of times we don't understand. And everybody, like I said, there is not necessarily a focus on jazz with some people because some people don't really understand the history of it. Some people don't really, it's okay. But I
Yeah,
happen to be a lover of jazz.
yeah. Well, you don't have to play jazz all the time, but whatever genre you love, always include some jazz.
Yeah.
It'll put you in a whole different mindset
Yeah.
and gives you a whole different feeling, a whole different spirit.
Yeah. Well, I love all music,
So
but jazz is my
I,
soul. It
I,
just is.
I,
And I think because of my upbringing, I was in a household.
I can listen to all forms of music.
Yeah, you do.
I can do hip hop. I can do country. I can
Yeah.
do spirituals. I can do and jazz is a
Yeah,
whole
because I tell you, when you
jazz
took,
just different.
yeah, because when you really and truly, if you listen to some of those lyrics from country,
But it's where
some
they
of those
came from.
stories they hit the
Oh,
soul.
right.
Some of those lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's why we say that music we don't like. Unless it has a positive message, we don't like it. Or at
Yeah.
least I don't.
Yeah.
If it has a positive message, it doesn't matter what kind of music it is.
I agree
I
with
can
that.
relate to it.
Yeah. Because even opera's beautiful.
Hmm.
It just
If it
depends
if
on
it tells
who's
us
delivering it,
if
I
it tells
guess.
a story of overcoming, of redemption, of love, either one of those emotions, then you can relate to it.
Exactly. Yeah. So we hope that you enjoyed this segment, our jazz, our closeout of the jazz month, and we hope that you enjoyed what we, shared with you this evening. And make
Uh-huh.
sure that you go on and Google my very irresistible Zemrah, and you get a chance to hear again Saxman, Sweet as Your Kiss, God Bless the Child. I love my summertime. That's my song, The
Staple.
Nearness of You. Just and then one of the songs that was written for me, the lyrics by Bonnie Thompson. I got it right this time.
Oh, Bonnie, yeah.
And Bonnie laid them lyrics out. Again, I put the music. She gave me the lyrics. I put the music to it. And voila. And that's another song that we
And
really
that's
need to
another
tap
positive.
into.
That's another song with a positive message.
It is. Because a
'Cause
lot of
we
times, if you didn't get it right the first time,
keep moving.
keep it moving because you can sure get it right the second time. Ed can attest to that.
That's right. The third time is even the best.
Right. Yeah.
3 times is a charm.
That's right. So he got it right this time when he got me. That's what happened with that. So we hope you're here at intellectualradio.com with Zemrah and Ed. Here's the life. And
And hopefully, some things we said inspire you to go out and get you a piece of jazz and just listen to it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tell me how you
It puts
feel.
you in the mood, baby. I'm telling you, it puts you right there where you need to be. So we hope that you have a good rest of your evening. And as always, we will always have something good that we bring to you and hope that it will always give you some great food for thought.
Get
You
that
have a-
jazz, get it.
We hope you have a good rest of your evening. I am Zemrah.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
My hands and slowly pull you close. We kiss so tenderly. That's why I see you. I come alive, for my love for you is true. I see you, my darling, my baby, 'cause I see you. If it's morning dawn or moonlight night, my love for you shines oh so bright. I'm vulnerable for happiness. That's why I see you, baby. I adore you, need and want you so. Yes, my lovely, my darling, my love. I see you. I see you. You make my wishes come true. I'm so mad about you. I dream of you.